Hello everyone, welcome to my online prep. Today we'll start with chapter 20 from module E, that is Contemporary Practices in Employee Management. In this chapter, we'll be learning about the concept and definition of employee engagement, the various features and characteristics of employee engagement, what are the drivers of employee management, what is the need for creative strategies for engaging the Gen Y employees, contemporary employee engagement strategies, work from home, emerging new normal in the organizations, strategies that can keep the employees engaged when they are working from home, a hybrid model of working that is unifying the physical and the virtual environment, the You Work and Open to You, which is a new and novel employment model, and the legal framework in India to regulate the new models of work. So let us start by first understanding the meaning of employee engagement. Employee engagement in simple terms refers to the involvement and dedication of the employees towards the roles that are assigned to them. When they are motivated to give their 100% or even more than that, then we can say that the employees are engaged. A more formal definition is given by Kuller in 2008, who defined employee engagement as a workplace approach where the organization creates the conditions and situations in which the employees they give their best each day and work more than their capacity and potential, which is really very difficult. So when the employees they are themselves motivated, they are engaged, they are fully involved and enthusiastic about her or his work, they want to do this work, they are dedicated to the success, they love what they're doing, then such an employee will be surely engaged in the organization. Another definition is given by Shuck and Vollard in 2009. They advocated that in engagement, employees they employ and express themselves physically, cognitively, and emotionally during the role performances, and such cumulative and collective performance directed towards the organizational success. So they are involved not only behaviorally but also cognitively and emotionally towards the organization's success. They are motivated to contribute to the organization. They are willing to apply extra efforts. Typically, employee engagement will imply the emergence of motivation, active participation, and involvement of the workers in all the production processes. And this in turn will favorably influence the growth of labor efficiency. According to some management scientists as well, employee engagement is primarily a person's predisposition to participate in a particular labor activity, and it has three components: their knowledge, interest, and performance. They have the enough knowledge to perform an activity, they should have interest, they should be willing, and they're ready to give their 100%. These are the components of employee engagement. They all together, when they're added, they lead to the organizational outcomes. So these are the various definitions that are given by the management scientists about employee engagement. Now, the meaning of employee engagement is clear. The employees they are committed towards their work so that they're contributing to the success of the organization. There are basically five characteristics of employee engagement. Here, engagement depends on the physical, mental, and psychological state, the level of support to the company innovation policy, and implementation of change. So, the employees they are committed physically, mentally, and psychologically. They are providing support to the company change or innovation policy. It is a direct proposition to efficiency and effectiveness of labor activity. If they are performing more, they are giving more effort and outcome in less time, then it will result in the effectiveness of labor activity. The degree or the level of engagement, it greatly varies even when a homogeneous group of employees are there, because it is a psychological factor. They have both quantitative as well as qualitative expressions, and engagement is employee desire and skill activity within their professional duties. So we can say that it is not merely employee motivation, but it is beyond that. It is a culmination of both quantitative and qualitative expression. They are giving in more time. Also, they are involved psychologically or qualitatively. Hence, organizations, for them, it becomes important to put in place such strategies that can deliver these employee engagement both individually as well as organizationally. Next, what are the driving factors of employee engagement? What makes the employees to be engaged? Various factors have been laid down that influences the employees to be fully engaged, delivering their performance to the extent that the organization excels towards success. Many of such factors have been well listed. Here we are going to discuss some of the employee engagement factors. There are the people-centric or culture of the organization, collaborative and inspiring leadership, the workplace culture, and being employer of the choice. There should be a culture of meaningfulness. The employees should understand that their work has some meaning. A level of trust and respect should be there. Work life balance is very important. The employees' emotional commitment towards the job, they should be willing to perform. Then the extent to which the employees are enjoying their work, there should be communication and feedback channels. The management style definitely plays a very important role. It should be clear and unambiguous. Nature of the employee's work, it should be more challenging, inspiring, and satisfying, that are going to help them achieve their personal goals as well. They should have a level of freedom, autonomy, and empowerment at work. The perception of the employee that the work is important, this is also crucial. They should understand that this work that they are performing is meaningful. Equal opportunities for training, career growth, and development should be provided. Recognition and rewards, effective, assertive, intra and personal relationships. There should be commitment to the corporate social responsibility. Organizations' values and goals and reputation are also important. So this list, it provides the look of various factors that are together going to help employee engagement. And when the employees, they have these factors not only physically individually but on the organizational level, it is going to increase their performance effectively. Now, there's a need for creative strategies if the employers want to engage the Gen Y population. This is because they're different from the older generation or the Gen X. They have different needs and expectations. Let us see what are the chief characteristics of the Gen Y population. They are more freedom driven. They want freedom at work with less supervision and better work-life balance. They are more highly goal achievement ridden. They have high expectations of their employees. They seek new challenges that give them confidence, and they are also keen to new leadership attributes. These traits like intelligence, emotional quotient, uniqueness in ideas, quantity of irrational thinking, they exist for the good of society but not economic gains. These are characteristic of the Gen Y or the newer population that have been stated. They are also technologically advanced. They are 24/7 using technology. They are growing up with it and they heavily depend on this for any kind of job. Through face-to-face contact, they rather prefer webinars and online technology. They also crave for recognition and attention. They greatly benefit from mentors who can help them guide and develop their young careers. They are also better team builders. They are committed and have the desire to be inclusive. They have knowledge, intellect based quizzes. They value teamwork and they also value affirmation from others. And finally, their loyalty is redefined. Unlike the older generation, they do not like to engage themselves in lifetime employment. Job hopping is a term that is seen more frequently in them. They do not want to stick to one job throughout their lifetime. They want new dimensions and definition to the organizational loyalty. So this is why creative strategies are required to be put by the organization if they want to engage the newer generation. Next, what are the major expectations of the organizations that they can keep from the Gen Y population? We have discussed the characteristics, a potent with host of contemporary virtues and knowledge. They have inputs, they have demanding careers. Equally, banks are also expecting a lot from the employees that are belonging to the newer generation. The banks expect them to inject such contemporary entrepreneur experience through the organization. They also want to make the institution vibrant, constantly dynamic, and continuously successful. So, let us discuss some of the expectations of the management from these generation. First, leveraging their contemporary knowledge and skills for the competitive advantage of the organization. Second, faster adoption of changes and organizational culture, proactive conversion of their implicit knowledge into explicit knowledge, using it for the organizational goals. Then, dissemination of their contemporary knowledge, sharing their knowledge to the traditional employees, thereby helping them. They should be enhanced ability to take risk, better, faster decisions. They should inject high quality innovations and creativity in the business processes, work patterns, decision making, etc. They're also expected to evolve feasible and uncompromising solutions to various constraints that are faced by the organization on their business and people front. They should function as a potential member of the think tank team of the top management and decision support system to the superiors, constantly endeavoring to achieve the high performance. They should have the ability to gauge and foresee the growing aspirations of the newer generation customers. They should be able to employ their own knowledge, work more independently. They should lead from the front and create passion for excellence. Also, they should function as a change agent by succeeding in bringing the needed changes in the organization. They should have a passion to realize the popular vision of the country to make India as a global economic powerhouse by improving the GDP, achieving the global excellence. They should also have the ability to emerge as future leaders, thereby promising a smooth succession, and finally to leave a positive imprint on the organization, that they are different from the older generation and they can make a positive difference for the organization. So the expectations from the new generation of employees who are working in the organization are different. They can improve the organizational success as well as effectiveness. Now, here are a few broad innovative strategies that can be used by the organization to engage the Gen Y employees. First, consumerization of information technology. That is, more technology should be used in the workplace to redefine the employees as resident consumers given its familiarity with technology. Social networking is important to make it a part of the corporate philosophy. Then, to completely do away with manual and paperwork using technology as much as possible. It is legally accepted media for transacting business today. More freedom should be provided at work, flexible working hours, and virtualization of the organization. A positive atmosphere for unleashing potential and growth, that is challenging social networking, connectivity should be there, providing suitable performance and reward system. Performance based reward is what the Gen Y employees they expect today. Create an open culture in the organization that promotes communication and discussion in the organization. Then creating an atmosphere where collaboration of business with personal matters. This is possible to evolve systems whereby future generations can work in virtual project groups without visiting the client location, for example. They're able to attend the meetings. Then to create a workplace where there are no prejudices or bias. All the future generations are respected because of their potential knowledge hubs. 24/7 connectivity and social networking. These are the increasing demands. They should be there to evolve robust and creative programs for work life balance because they favor or they expect more freedom. So, work life balance to decide on such programs should be there to ensure pleasant experience while onboarding or recruiting and providing career development opportunities. So this increasingly technological sophistication, it is going to promote the emergence of skilled as well as innovative digital entrepreneurs. The rise of these entrepreneurs, they have the potential to disrupt the traditional Western business, and they will give rise to or attention to a newly connected audience that is going to benefit from their new ideas. Apart from these, certain specific inspiring strategies can also be used to engage these Gen Y employees. First, to encourage the employees to speak up, keeping a open door policy is essential to encourage the employees, holding roundtable discussions, then encouraging them to share their ideas or opinions. They should not hold back valuable ideas. The more we foster an open and safe space for communication, it is more chances are there that the staff will bring great ideas to the table. Second, to help the employees get socialized, employees should get to know each other well in a safe and secure manner. For this, a number of fun and innovative ways can be created by the employees. Inclusive mentoring should be followed. That is, it is an essential tool to benefit the customers. For this, the Gen Y, they look for immediate feedback, good rapport with the superiors, and partnership. Hence, mutual understanding and good rapport making, it will lead to more or better work engagement for the Gen Y population. Reverse mentoring is also a concept that can be used. Then stimulating career development programs should be there because the Gen Y, they have different expectations from the management. Like they want the management to be supportive, prospect of rapid advancement, mobility in early careers, training and development. All of these are the new expectations. So a challenging yet development oriented career should be provided by the management. Also, new and innovative learning interventions. In banks, the staff colleges are not preferred by the new generation. E-learning should be relevant and give a platform for professional training in the real-time issues. They value institutionalized training and fast-track leadership program. They look for real-world activities and perspective. Then, fascinating world environment is also important. They prefer co-workers and fun environment that results in collaboration and sharing because they value teamwork. So the workplace should be where they can learn and collaborate, unlike other older generations. They are tech savvy communication channels. Technology, it paves the way for information dissemination in a faster pace. This is what the Gen Y expect today. They prefer abundant clarity, trust and transparency. So 24/7 connected and comfortable in digital environments is expected. Also, evolving a creative knowledge sharing system. If the Gen Y, they feel that they are being heard and the knowledge is regarded and respected, that their opinion is being valued, then they are more loyal and committed to their jobs as well as the organization. So a place where they can share their objectives and opinions should be made. Encouraging job autonomy, again freedom. They should be given a chance to develop their own working style and carrying out a job. More autonomy and freedom should be there, taking leverage of the fact the organization can also benefit because they are motivated towards their goals. Then promoting teamwork is important because the Gen Y, they work better in team. They are team oriented, collaborative, they are involved in the decision making and believe that participation is the key to success. Assigning challenging jobs or roles, they want to be a part of the organization and the decision making. They want their work to be meaningful, create a collaborative leadership style. Now, earlier, due to bad bosses, various employees, they exited the organization. So, a collaborative leadership style wherein the superiors, they should be friendly and feel one among them. They should not be authoritative or directive. Here, these can work. Involving employees in community development program. They have a passion for charity, socializing, and community development, so they feel elated and rejuvenated when participating in such activities. There's likely to create a sense of belongingness, pride, and they can encourage the employees to be responsible citizens. Finally, diversity and inclusion is the most important fact. Facilities like daycare, childcare leaves, paid paternity, maternity, adoption, all of these providing employment to transgender and differentially abled people. The new generation and the existing generation employees, they value these kind of diversity and inclusion. It is one of the potential tools for engagement when Gen Y and women employees are considered. Next, we have work from home as the new emerging normal in the organizations. After the global pandemic of COVID-19, the organizations, they have shifted from traditional physical environment to a more virtual work environment. Because of increase of the IT sector, also the virtual working environment has evolved. It is not only a workplace simulation but a workbench with all the requirements that are necessary for work from home itself. So the employees, they have the all the requirements that are necessary, but they're working from home. After COVID-19, all the business organizations were shut down, total disruption was there. Thus, there was a need to create a virtual environment for the employees. The work environment was first practiced during the oil crisis in 1970. Now, this is a very important point. Work from home has grown even more due to fast telecommunication using fax and telephones. Also, in the United States, government has offered incentives to the companies who have provided work from home to the physically disabled employees. So these are some of the reasons why work from home is becoming increasingly popular today. It is emerging as the new normal. It is not an exceptional facility, but the normal thing that the organizations are providing. Although the concept of work from home, it appears more appealing initially, but organizations, they are also facing certain problems because of this working system. Let us see what are the benefits and the disadvantages. Benefits are there's more flexibility and agility. It enables flexibility because the employees are made independent. They can work with their own rhythms, so there's more satisfaction and morale. Then improved employee retention is there. It can retain the employees because flexibility of home working can help them meet the childcare needs, reduce their commute, and enable them to fit their work from their personal life. Attracting new talent is another benefit because the incentive to come and work will help to attract new talent to the business. Access to a wider talent pool that cannot physically visit the location. Increasing productivity, it allows for a quieter environment, facilitate more focused work. Then enhanced employee motivation is there. The staff will feel more trusted by their employer as the working conditions are not closely monitored or supervised all of the time. Then improved staff health and well-being is there. It eliminates the need for commute to work that can be stressful to the employees. Financial benefits are definitely provided. It saves the office space, office supplies, utility bills. So definitely it is a saver for the organization as well. Then there's increased convenience. The employees, they improve their work life balance also. Office scenario, the employees, they need to make visits to the customer location, but now it is not necessary. Work life balance is improved. Better collaboration is provided. It removes the geographical boundaries and enables the employees to work with partners across the states all over the world. And finally, it reduces the absenteeism because the employees are more likely to feel happier and more energized when they are working from home. However, there are certain demerits as well, like there's lack of physical exercise. A lot of studies have revealed that people who are involved in active walking, cycling, or using public transport are more healthier. But work from home involves lack of these exercises. There's a difficulty in implementing disaster or business continuity strategy because many organizations, they're implementing the home office, and when an incident occurs, the employees, they get back to work, but disaster or business continuity strategy is not possible. Then professional isolation and organizational identification is there. employees who work from home, they feel professional isolation. They do not feel a complete part of the organization. There's impaired supervisor subordinate relationship because of impersonal work. Plenty of distractions are there that can affect the productivity adversely. The people that do not put in their 100% effort, you can easily get distracted by pets, kids, or chores, even neighborhood activity. There's a strained interpersonal relationship among the colleagues. And finally, if there are stressed family relations, then it can lead to considerably strained relationship, and yet another potential pitfall of the work from home working pattern. So, from these advantages and disadvantages, we can say that the work from home makes the employees a little disengaged from the organization. Thus, there are certain strategies that can keep the employees engaged when they are working from home, and these should be adopted by the organization. First is community building. Here, employees, they suddenly, when they start working away from the regular setting, they are bound to feel a little lost and demotivated. To solve this, some organizations are adopting concepts like happy hour, 1 day a week, in which the CEO uses Slack to hold the informal contest. They celebrate birthdays, ask employees to post photos of their pets. Basically, an hour in which they can communicate and collaborate. They can talk freely with their colleagues. Then, robust communication like frequently asked questions, guides, and links to authorities. Also, Centers for Disease Control Prevention, World Health Organization. Expert advice is provided continuously so that whenever the employees they feel the need, they can contact them. Meaningful goal setting, clear deliverables and specific metrics that will help to enable track the outcomes and measure the results effectively. When the employees they are relieved from the stress of daily commute, it can be become a difficult task for managers to manage the situation. So for that, scheduling becomes important. So scheduling meaningful goals. Timely recognition should be provided. It becomes essential for the overall success of the organization. We should acknowledge the employees for their outstanding work on time. They feel rejoiced for their contribution. It also motivates them, fuels their zeal to do better, and earn appreciation from their managers as well as peers. Then a fun-filled engagement atmosphere should be created. For that, conducting periodic culture or attitude surveys to know what the employees are thinking, feeling, and doing. These are effective engagement tools that can be used. Harnessing learning habits so that the employees can learn new skills or upskill their existing areas. For this, e-learning platforms are created. Providing support for equipment and other business continuity is important, like internet, electricity, laptops. Promote health and wellness. For this, for example, a mobile wellness application can be downloaded that can track easily what work is done, how health tasks are performed while staying indoors. And finally, revamp the employee employer relationships. Here, the style of working at the office and reducing the stress and enhancing the efficiency steps can be taken for improving the relationship. So these are some of the key areas or strategies that can be used if we want to engage the employees when they are working from home. Now we have separately discussed the physical and the virtual models. Third model is a hybrid model which unifies these two models. It is a model where the employees can work at the office or from home or can mix it up during the working week. So it provides a general flexibility where the employees can choose. While, for example, some work days they may be required the physical presence of all the employees, other working time can be a mix of physical and virtual presence depending upon the nature of the task and their own personal needs. The employees and the managers, they will need to find new ways so that they can combine the benefits of both, that is face-to-face contact and flexibility of work from home. Again, there's no single one best fit all model. It depends on the needs of the organization, the type of work. For a true value of hybrid work model, all the stakeholders that are involved, from the investors to the leaders and the employees. They should together make decisions. They should decide the various decision parameters and then design the hybrid model that is going to best fit the organization's business structure and enable accelerated benefits. So this dynamic flexibility is provided where they can make their own decisions. Though the basic features of the hybrid model is flexibility, it does not mean that the work is disorganized. Like we said, if a certain level of communication, engagement is there, then the work from home model will give us even better results because of the flexibility and freedom. This is the reason why many organizations in India are also effecting the extensive changes to the workplace. They are closing smaller offices and redesigning their office layout so as to increase collaborative workspaces. Then HR policies, processes, procedures, they are also being redesigned, remodeled to deliver the right employee experience so that a high percentage of the millennials who are working in the organization, they can work from anywhere. So anywhere and anytime, removing the geographical or temporal boundaries, employees can work. They can also re-evaluate a few top line approaches such as the number of in-person versus remote visits that can reduce the internal travel for the company meetings as well. On one certain days, a particular group of people can work from home, others can visit the office. So irrespective of the type of arrangement, the organization seeks to enhance the productivity and performance, and for that it is necessary that the employees should be highly engaged. So we have discussed the new inventions in the organization like work from home and hybrid model. Another new invention is done by the Hindustan Unilever. The HUL or Hindustan Unilever, they have reported to invented two new employment models, and they challenge the traditional employer-employee dynamics as well. They have set a unique and new trend, being the first organization to introduce such models, and the details of these new employment, they have been reported by the Times of India. Let us discuss these two models that are developed by Hindustan Unilever. First, both of these models that are known as the U work and open to you. It offers flexible work arrangement and benefits to both the existing employees as well as the gig workers who are associated with it, but not permanently, but not on its payroll. So both the employees, permanent existing ones as well as the gig workers. Let us discuss under the U work. Here the HUL employees can choose to be engaged with the company in a flexible way while getting financial security, retirement and medical benefits. So they have the traditional benefits in the U work arrangement. The open to you model, this is introduced specifically for India. This is for the gig workers who are not employed with the company, but they are assigned on different projects or assignment, and they get the financial safety net and the medical benefits. So these are not the existing workers, these are the contractual workers, for example. So this model U work covers about 8,000 office based HUL employees. While the employees, they can apply to be a part of the U work, the final decision is based on the mutual agreement between the company and the staffer. So U work definitely is a popular model for the employees. Final decision depends on the need and the efficiency of the employees. Moreover, both of these models would operate under overarching thought process. It will offer flexible ways of working that the company terms as the flexi curity, providing flexibility that is curing the various problems. It has been stated by the HUL's executive director that these services, they serve the objective to provide opportunity to the rich talent that doesn't force a trade-off between flexibility and security. So it provides flexibility plus security to the newer generation. India is among the key markets where the Unilever they have rolled out the U work. Under this, the employee is required to put in 6 weeks of work in a year. Now, this is an important point. Under the U work, if the employer they agree, then the employee they put in 6 weeks of work in a year and they are eligible. Initially, the percentage of the employees that were working for the flexible basis is expected to be low, but later on it will increase. There could be more organizations that could challenge the traditional status, but the company still claims that it stands to gain by getting access to the highly skilled talent across the diverse groups by providing this U work framework, because flexi work options they will be the vital drivers to retain and engage the highly skilled talent. It has also reported that Axis Bank has offered last year gig opportunities to work from anywhere, and UAE has recently announced a 4.5-day work week. So these are some of the examples where these new employment methods are being employed by various organizations. So the fact that calamities create opportunities, it has been emphasized. Now more flexibility using inventions and technology is provided by the management in organizations. Now, definitely these new models and framework are proving to be a huge success in the working culture. Still, a legal framework to regulate this is important. Let us discuss what is the legal framework in India to regulate the new models of work. It has been reported in Economic Times in its daily edition dated 7th December 2021 that the government of India is willing to provide a legal framework for the new models that have emerged after the COVID pandemic. And this could also apply to the work from home and hybrid working. Also cover any such alternative that is emerging in future. So this has been stated. Apart from this, in January 2021, Government of India issued a standing order that now allows the employers and the employees to mutually decide what should be the working hours and other service conditions that are relating to such new models. So here a autonomy or authority is given to the organization where they can decide. So these laws they are going to protect the employees working away from the company premises. Then the move, however, was seen as a token exercise, and moreover, it will be emerged and implemented on a larger scale. It is also reported that the discussions on the new work from home has already begun to determine how India might regulate this particular new model of work from home. Then for this, a consultancy firm has reportedly been hired to assess the future of employment in the light of the pandemic and it benefits it provides to its stakeholders. Many reports have also underlined the long working hours due to work from home. Now, this is a demerit. While some companies they offered their staff additional help to set up offices, others have also found far the cut salaries of the employees in the wake of COVID-19. That is, if we are working from the physical setup, we have a fixed timing that we are going to leave the office. But due to work from home, longer working hours have been reported. And salary cuts are also reported by some of the employees. Because of this reason, also on the initial expectation of the legal framework in India, the government has provided to cover at least two aspects. First, fixing the work hours from the employees when they're working from home, and second, payment of additional expenses that are incurred by them towards electricity and internet usage as spent as a result of working from home. Like when we were discussing the importance or the characteristics, we discussed that these additional facilities or which are also known as the equipments that are required by the employee to perform a certain task, this should be provided by the organization. So through a standing order in January 2021, it allowed employees and the employers they can mutually set the working hours and other conditions, these two things that are stated here, when working remotely. India is also looking to follow countries such as Portugal that have recently made a law to protect the interest of the employees that are working remotely. that is away from the office premises. If the legislation is passed, it would provide legal backing to the employees working from home and add more accountability to the employers. With this, we have come to the end of this unit. Keep learning with us. Thank you.